Alright. Boop, 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 boop. Alright. Sorry about that, folks. Teams Rockets. Okay. Back. Yeah, I just took it off Streamlabs. So we'll do a test now to see if it was just Streamlabs that was screwing it up. I put it back on my Wi-Fi. So if this works fine, then it's all Streamlabs' fault. And I'll have to figure it out. And I think it has something to do with the bit rate. I think there's some kind of... I just screwed that up even more. I think there's something to do with... I have it set on a certain amount of bit rate or something. And it's not working properly. I don't know, man. I don't know. But no more cool donation stuff up there until I figure out the bit rate. So that stinks. But I'm very happy with the donation so far. So I don't need to be greedy. The rest of the stream will just be for fun. Well, it's all for fun. But anyways. Alright, so trying to... Okay, events. Alright, so now I gotta change the friggin' titles again. I got three streams on my channel now in one day. Just looks ridiculous now. Kings Rockets. Yeah, some of them have the same title now. Alright. Okay. I'm not on this channel too. I'm not like making any second videos, you know, where I cut out a little, trim a little bit or whatever. These are, I'm just gonna put them all up as they are what they are. They're just live streams, and I'm just hanging out and whatever. There's no extra work going into it. Just gotta. All this stuff is screwed up now. Hold on one sec. I gotta fix all this. Screen. Number 2. Let's keep all. What happened is this stupid Streamlabs thing, man. The bitrate thing is all screwed up. If this lags, let me know, and then I know it's my internet and it's not Streamlabs. Because I was even using data for that, so that was dumb. It's got to be Streamlabs. Maybe if I have a computer, it'll work better or something. I don't know. People use that all the time though in public. Am I watching that all the time, Kay? I'm always watching that. Just give me one sec here, guys. Just gotta change these things on my channel now because now I got videos with the same titles. Okay. Well, the stream looks like it's in good health so far, so yeah, it must be Streamlabs. Yeah, it's got to be the Streamlabs app. If the connection's all perfect now, I don't know what to tell you. YouTube screwed me over, and then it's all good because I got the Streamlabs app, and no, it's not all good. I just got to change the bit rate, I think, and then I'll try again. I'll try again tomorrow. Stream number 3. Okay, well, there's that. I don't even have 2 phones today, so that sucks too. I'm just complaining for no reason though. Okay, watch the Tekashi 6ix9ine interview. That's better than Teens React. Way better. Let's see who's streaming NBA here. Yeah, so like on this channel, because this channel is not monetized, if I put in NBA and then I look in the live section, I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's like the 25th video down or something, right? It's like way down there. But there's like somebody. What is this here? What's going on with this? Stream isn't working. There's a stream called LA Lakers versus Orlando Magic Live HD, NBA Live, and this video, I guess it just got taken down, right? Like somebody just showing the actual game. It's got 11. Oh no, it's still there. Like these people are just on here showing the actual game, right? Got 10,000 people watching. And their stuff's fine, but when I did a UFC companion stream, my stream gets taken down. That's cool, right? Anyways, it's halftime in the Lakers show right now, and there's a guy standing on chairs. He's doing like some kind of balancing act. I've seen this guy like 27 times at games, though. Like, they need to get new acts. Like, here comes the cheerleaders. Here comes the guy who balances on chairs. Here comes the lady who is a contortionist who shoots bows and arrows with her feet. Yeah, UFC, man. You know, here's the things that you don't stream. I figured this out already. You don't stream UFC. Don't stream cricket because they're just like the UFC. They even though Sandip is the greatest, cricket will try to screw you over as well. And there's one other one too. Anyways, the only two that I'm gonna stick with now are the big ones are basketball and soccer, right? And maybe WWE pay-per-views. That's it. That's all I'm gonna stream for the next. I mean, that's enough games, anyways. Like, there's 16 friggin' basketball games in a day, and then there's also just endless soccer games. So that's what I'm gonna do. Just those three. But there's also NASCAR, which can get you decent views if you watch NASCAR. But yeah, I don't wanna just keep getting strikes, right? So I'm just gonna stick with basketball and football right now. Maybe NFL playoffs, but I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, it's pretty crazy how people, like, on YouTube right now, they have 11,000 people watching them, and they're just showing the game, right? How's the Rockets game? This is actually a canary melon. It's delicious. And I'm just watching halftime at the Lakers game right now. I'll get back to the Raptors, Bulls, and Rockets game in a second. There's some guy at the Lakers game doing a balancing act on chairs. And he might fall to his doom. Imagine he fell to his doom in the middle of this Lakers game on live TV. Imagine, bro. The chairs are wiggly, though. He's acting like it's scary. How scary is it, though? Bro. He's acting like this is all hardcore, like he's about to, like, slay a dragon. Well, I mean, he didn't die. Is that the only reason why somebody would watch this, though? Just to see if he dies? Oh, he did something that's very scary and he didn't die. Congratulations. Just put one more chair on. Just keep going. Hey! He does a flip. He does a flip. Look at this guy. I told myself I wasn't going to debate any people on YouTube anymore because it was too, like, it was getting lame. But now I just want, like, to debate weird people. Like, really obscure, weird people, and just see what happens. I don't want to debate, like, some normal person. All right, let's see what's going on in the other games here at halftime. Ba-da-ba-da-bum. Aw, Jesse, you know what? Mr. Anti-NATO person is sick, he has a sore throat, and the hotel internet sucks. All sorts of excuses. All sorts of excuses. I'll say, let me know. My man Broski. Broski for you wants to do a stream about having kids and the joys of life. Broski loves having kids. Bum. Yeah, all these games are on halftime. Jazz Celtics. Jazz are winning 36-28. Raptors are beating the Bulls now 14-7, and Rockets are beating the Kings 11-7. Those games just started. Warriors Mavs is about to come up. Just one more piece of melon, y'all. I'm gonna crack that James Reddy. Oh. All right, there we go. I got all this table space now. Bum. All right, yo. Yeah, Warriors, Mavericks, Thunder, Suns. Give me one sec here. Warriors, Mavericks. Just give me one sec. Warriors versus. Alright, there we go. Okay, how many games of basketball have you played with that basketball? None! I don't think I played any with that. It looks brand new. I have another one somewhere. I don't play much basketball because when I am doing sports, it's running. And when I'm not doing that, it's nothing. No, but last year I played more soccer with Kaylee in the backyard. Did get some good use out of those soccer balls that you see up here because Kaylee was in soccer and, help her practice or whatever, right? When you're a dad, most of the sports you play are just like with your kids or whatever, right? What's going on here? Can't remember what other sports I usually play. What the heck, man? This thing is screwing up on me here. I'm trying to fix this title. It's not letting me. Are we still live here? Hopefully we're still live. Okay. The internet is really screwing up. Just kids going crazy upstairs. The usual. Yeah. It's bedtime, so it's always crazy around bedtime. Getting kids to brush their teeth and get ready for bed. Oh, the power just went out for a second here. See that? Cheers, y'all. Cheers, Brain. Shout out to Brain, man. Big supporter. Thank you very much, Brain. What was I doing now? So, Warriors. Let me try this again here. Mavs. Warriors, Mavs. Thunder versus Suns. Lakers. Who the hell were the Lakers playing again? Lakers versus Magic, yeah. Alright. God damn it, man. Kaylee's freaking out because she's brushing her teeth, I think. Bada bum. Okay, friggin' man, friggin' stream, bro, screwing with me today. Keep trying to do things and it's not letting me. I'm just not very good at computers, man. Okay. Yeah. Alright, should be good now. Okay, there we go. Boom! What game should I watch now? There's too many games. I guess I'll go back to the Lakers for a bit here. It's still halftime at the Lakers. Somebody shooting for $500? Somebody just won $500. Get back to the game here. Yo, broski, I asked that guy to have a live stream with us, Mr. Antinatal Person, and he said he has a sore throat and he's in a hotel with really bad internet. But one day we will. You actually didn't see anything. You didn't even see YouTube. But I do want to find somebody to have a stream with in the next week. Maybe, I don't know. Superhuman Dance. That'd be funny. You should debate Superhuman Dance on ending life. That would be gold. Broski, would you debate Superhuman Dance? He might start yelling, though. I'll have to tell him to calm down probably a couple times. Hey, wouldn't you know the Lakers are losing 70-57. Third quarter just started. 10 minutes left. Tomorrow I'm going to a brewery. Sleeping Giant Brewery. Oh, and I got some goodies down here. I gotta open this. Don't mind what I'm doing under the table here, folks. It's not what you think. It's not what you think. I'm actually trying to open my bag. Oh, why don't girls drink beer on the beach? Because they might get sand in their bush beer, that is. Bush jokes, coming with the bush jokes. Oh, what else we got in here? What else we got? Oh. What else we got in this bag of goodies? Oh, what's this? What could this be? I got a hold of something. Oh, it's in another bag. It's a bag inside a bag. Oh, wouldn't you know? Oh. What a surprise. Cheerleaders are back out. They had 1 minute of basketball, then back to a halftime show again. These cheerleaders are lame. All right, this is taking up all my table space here. Neglecting bananas now. I had enough food. I had to waste breakfast this morning because I had to run out the door. I thought I had to leave 15 minutes later, and I re-microwaved some beans and corn and rice that I had left over, and then I had to throw it out because I had to run out the door. And you don't want to re-microwave something that's already been in your fridge for 2 days. Microwave it twice, so I had to throw it out, and I felt just wasting. Don't like wasting. Yeah, they did. And they get you drunk. That's why they're a little bit lower percentage of alcohol, because it's vagina beer. Because it's pussy beer. Get it? It's 4.9. It's 0.1% lower. And this James Reddy is 5.5. Nice dunk there. LeBron. Yeah, Kayla got me a little bit sick. She's been sick for a week or two from kids in her school. But I still ran today on the treadmill. I still did, I think, almost half an hour or something. Can't miss a day of running, even if you're sick. Even if my legs are broken. Gotta run with my arms. Another dunk there. LeBron. LeBron James. $72 Magic, 63 Lakers. Sketch Tech, apple free. There's always apples around this house, and they're not free. An apple is a pomme. A potato is a pomme de terre. an apple of the earth. And you, sir, are the apple of my eye. And you have an apple bottom with your apple bottom jeans. And, oh, I don't know. Apples. And apples, though. And stuff. And stuff. Other stuff. And things that I was going to add to that. Things and stuff. Lakers are losing 72-64 right now. Magic is going to kill them. Adam has an apple. He ate it. How does that work in the Bible? So Adam and Eve were in the garden. They stole an apple. They ate it. It was poisonous. Now these guys have lumps in their throat because of that guy. Why didn't Eve get an Adam's apple? Because she ate the apple too, didn't she? I don't get it, man. I don't get this stuff. They both ate the apple, so how come only the guy has an apple? Adam's apple. Makes no sense, man. God favorites Eve, probably. Girls need more room in the throat area. That's why. Was I a garden tool in high school, okay? I'm a human, okay? People do not use me to lift dirt. Nice dunk again, man, by Gordon. Good. How much watch time do I need? I noticed like people like the phlegm face. You know who that person is? That person, quotations, might be a robot. But I noticed her channel is monetized. Doesn't get much views. So it must not be hard to get enough watch time. Because, you know. What's up, man? Is this Bible study? Seriously, though, what game are you watching? Right now I'm watching Lakers Magic. Magic's killing the Lakers 80-66. And James always ready. Hummus Hero! You gotta go as Hummus Hero for Halloween, man. With a cape. Go Warriors, man. Indeed. What about Lakers Magic, sir? Soccer dribbles. Who's winning? Who's gonna win? Probably a clear answer. Boston Raptors played last night. What did I do last night? Well, I went to go see the Nutcracker movie last night, so I did not watch basketball. Shout out to Brazil. I think you guys play on Tuesday in the international friendlies. Tuesday at 2:30 Eastern time, I think. Something like that. I might be able to watch that game. I don't know. What's up, Leon? Yeah, last night I watched the Nutcracker movie, The Four Realms, with Kaylee in the theater. And it wasn't too bad. There's a lot of ballet too. It's beautiful. You can't speak English? Well, you're typing English. Promiscuous Girl is not a good song, Kay. Watch that Tekashi 69 interview. That's what I'm gonna do right after the stream. Right after the stream's done, I'm gonna play Clash Royale on that phone while I watch Tekashi 69. Make fun of Charlemagne for an hour. Nobody likes that song, Kay. Nobody, okay? The radio pretends that it's good and like tries to convince you that it's good by playing it over and over and over again, and then you just get brainwashed. Let me just recite something for you. This is some poetry over here. Okay, let me just recite this to you. Um, uh, okay. Na, 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 yeah. Mm. Why is Kaylee freaking out up there? Lakers is definitely game over. Okay, just give me 1 sec, guys. Just gonna use the washroom. I'll be right back. I just ate a whole melon, and just ate a whole melon and been drinking some brewskis here. So give me a Sorry guys, I'm back. There's somebody in the washroom. Kaylee was brushing her teeth before bed, so I had to wait. I'm back, man. I'm back, and I'm black. I'm biggity back and I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, y'all. I'm biggity black and I'm back. Okay, 100 Magic. 79 Lakers. Bruh. Do I ever watch American football? I do want to watch the playoffs this year, but I don't watch regular season. I might watch the playoffs on live stream. We have Canadian football as well, but nobody watches that. Canadians don't even watch Canadian football because it's garbage. Straight garbage. The thing is, like, you never know what sport company is going to get mad that you're doing a companion stream and just flag you or whatever, right? I know NBA and soccer are pretty cool about people doing live stream companions, but like you never know when you're gonna get flagged. They have a wider field. I didn't even know that. Maybe I did know that. I think I knew that a long time ago. Oh, snap, man. Okay. So let's go over to the scores here. Oh, I was going to read something for Kay. I forgot. Okay. Because Kay was asking me about... where is it? Here it is. I think I found it. Okay, Kay, this is all about the music on the radio here. All right, so this is John Connor's "Till I Collapse," and he says, first we'll talk about the ish I miss most about the game. When every joint on the radio ain't sound exactly the same. They tell you be original and create your own lane, then they say sound like somebody else for your ish to get played. Tell me this, who hires these people to make these decisions? Because to me, it's common sense that this is just bad business. Because if that guy failed, and then this guy failed, why don't you sign somebody that sounds just like him and expect him to sell? Maybe that's because these mother effers just don't care, and I do, and that's why I'm so rare. That's why me and my crew keep getting swept under the carpet. Because when we blow, we're going to expose so many artists. F the world, here I come, you're going to swallow my style. This good rap, I know, you ain't heard this ish in a while. You need that real ish. I hope you listening now. I make certified hits. You ain't pitching a foul. Alright, now here's the good part right here. Okay, there's the chorus here. Okay, so, is this what we come to? I feel like all you people sat in one room and said, look, this is what we're gonna do. Whoever write a verse quick and come up with the worst ish, that'll be the template for what we all work with. We'll use this verse and do different variations. Give it to every radio station and make them play it until you hate it. Matter of fact, these ish is going to be an endless rotation. That way, you won't really have to know how to rap to make it. Play this ish so much that people will hate it till they love it. It's the only shit we'll play, so the people will say fuck it. Let's have a competition called Whose Shit Can Be the Dumbest. Let's see who can make the most money saying absolutely nothing. Make disposable rappers with disposable songs. That way, when they all fall off, you won't even notice they're gone. Oh wow, so long, nice to meet you, life goes on. They just replace them with the next one who's dying to get on. Song's fire. Song's fire. It's all true. It's all true garbage. And then there's another whole verse too, but we won't read that. It's all true. Let's have a competition called Whose Shit Can Be the Dumbest. That's pretty funny. Who can sit in one room and just write the dumbest verse? All right, we'll go with that. We'll go with that dumb shit. All right. Think about how dumb verses are, though, for real. They are pretty dumb. So right now, Kings Rockets. Rockets are winning 54-41. Raptors are beating the Bulls 41-30. And Mavericks are beating the Warriors 14-10. Thunder and Suns are still coming up. That's all. It's all just absolutely what the radio station does, though. Is it's just give me this person. We'll play it out until it's absolutely just mind-numbingly. You're so sick of it that you're like, I never want to hear this song again. Then we'll just throw that person in the trash, and then give me the next person. And we'll play that until you're just numb to it. You're like friggin', I don't even know, like what's a good example? Like a song, they always play the same songs at the gym that I work at. Like kill him with kindness, kill him with kindness. That song plays so much you just want to just blow your brain out. Blow your brain. How can people say blow your brains out? Blow your brain out. You only have one brain. How many brains you got? Why do people say brain and brains? Right? I have a brain. I use my brains. I use my brain. Because there's two sides, but it's part of the same brain. Why do you say brains? Some say men have two. That could be true. It could be true. We have an extra one in the gonads. That's the second brain. I read your mind. That's like that would mean that's like a pause-worthy no homo sentence now. I read your mind. Whoa, pause. You read my balls? Chill, dude. Don't be reading my balls. Great minds think alike. Pause, dude, pause. All right? Calling my balls great? Ew. This guy's sick. All right. You got a lot of brains. Oh! All right. Okay, let me shoot out. Which game? There's so many games I can't even decide which one to watch. They're all in different points of the game. What do I watch? Okay, I guess I shall watch some of this Maverick game. 14 Mavs, 10 Warriors. Yeah. Ah. Is it weird that you know the show what's that? The Head? Remember The Head? Okay, the cartoon The Head. That guy has like a really big head, right? But his head looks like Pawsworthy, right? And then the show is called The Head, which sounds dirty as well. And then I'm pretty sure, isn't there like a bad guy in there whose head looks like nuts? I don't know. They look like wrinkly nuts. Maybe that's a different show. It's not my. You don't know The Head? It's a comic book too. I used to read a lot of the brain inside the head. That's what he's named after. But the Head, he what else was out at the same time? There was another show at the same time. Hmm. Hmm. There was something from a comic book that I can't remember that was a cartoon at the same time. I think it was an Image comic. It wasn't Spawn. It was a purple guy. There's a purple guy from an Image comic. That's a crazy looking t-shirt cannon. There's a horse and a guy dressed up as a basketball firing these crazy t-shirt cannons. The Max. Yeah, I was like the Matrix. The Max. That's what it was. That was out around the same time as The Head. I used to have a couple Max comic books. Oh yeah, there was another guy, The Tick. That's not an Image comic. That is it Dark Horse? It's not Dark Horse. It's something else. I don't know. The Tick. Yeah, I never liked The Tick. The Tick cartoon was okay, but then when they made that Tick show with the actual guy, and it was that guy from Seinfeld, the Tick actual show sucked, but the cartoon was all right. If you like cartoons, I wouldn't watch it now. What else was there? Putty. That guy's hilarious though. That's one of my favorite Seinfeld episodes is when he has that Devil's jersey on and he paints his face, and some old church lady walks past his car and he's like, the Devils, ah!" And she's like, ah, ah. Uh, Draymond Green. What happened with Draymond Green and Durant? Did I miss that? Something happened there. He comes out. He comes out with a painted face, and Elaine's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "What? I painted my face." He's always like so serious, just monotone. Yeah, painted my face. Do it all the time. All the guys are doing it. Going to the game. I was thinking like Jerry Seinfeld's humor is like just kind of like stuff that he notices, right? Like observational humor. If you look at Bill Burr's comedy, Bill Burr's like the exact same, except his is like, the R rated version of Seinfeld. So it's just all of like Seinfeld type observational humor, but he just like takes it to the next level with cussing and stuff. some people say, well, that's funnier, but like it's kind of in a way it's funnier to more people if you can make your humor relatable to more people, right? Because like, kids, old people, anybody who doesn't like cussing, and then even people who do, like it, still find Seinfeld funny. So maybe Seinfeld is a better comedian. I don't know. Depends on how you look at it. $18 Dallas, 15 Golden State. 3 minutes left in the first. 20-15 now. Is funnier a word? I'm pretty sure it is, man. Pretty sure it is. I would bet 99% that it is a word. If it's not a word, you never seen Bill Burr? It's not even like his act too. Like it's just like his act is funny, but it's just like the guy himself in real life in like interviews. Like if you look up like Bill Burr's funniest interview moments, like those are really funny. Like he'll just tell off like reporters who are stupid and stuff. Like some lady was asking him because he goes on stage and he says all sorts of controversial stuff, and there's all those PC weirdos these days, right? All the SJWs. And so people get a lot of criticism on the internet, but it's really only for like, 1% of the people or something. And so like I guess all these SJWs had a problem with him talking about the Catholic Church. He said some jokes about a crucifix or something like that. And this lady's interviewing Bill Burr, and she says, "Don't you think you took it a little bit too far with that crucifix joke?" And he's like, "Don't you think the Catholic Church has taken it a little bit too far?" He's like, with these priests, molesting kids, or that. He's talking about priests molesting kids, and then he's like, they're just like SeaWorld. It's like, like a whale kills a trainer, and then they just move it to a different location and pretend like it never happened. And he's like, they do the same thing with the Catholic priests after they molest kids, and then he's like, but I don't want to talk about it because this is a morning show. But it's like that type of stuff is like the funniest, where he's just getting interviewed and just the stuff he comes up with. I don't want to get too into molesting kids on this morning show. $20-15 for the Mavs. What's the topic? We were just talking about Bill Burr. Bill Burr. He has this one viral video where he's like, he was opening for like a band at a concert, and like nobody cared to listen to his stand-up act, and they're all booing him and stuff. And so he does his whole sketch, or his whole like 15 minutes anyways, and he's like, screw you guys, I'm still getting paid for this, I'm gonna do my 15 minutes and whatever. And he's like, all right, and he's counting down the minutes he's got. Okay, I got 14 minutes left, I got 10 minutes left, and he's going down. That's pretty funny too. That's terrible. Like if you're a comedian and you go on stage and you're getting paid, right? And then you're getting booed, but then you're like, well, I have to finish or I don't get paid. So you just have to sit through all the boos. That'd be the worst. But he handled it pretty funny. Before I go, can I watch Teens Know 90s Hip Hop? My Lord, K. Everybody hit subscribe, first of all. Super chat link is always in the description box down there. I don't know if it actually even works when I'm not on Streamlabs. Does it still work? I don't know. Don't worry about that. But, what was I going to say? Make sure y'all hit subscribe. Now I screwed up my whole computer here. Oh, oh, oh. Something's working. Screwed up my whole computer. Anyways, right now 22 Mavericks, 15 Warriors, minute and a half left in the first. After like first quarter or halftime, I'll switch over to the other game, see what's going on. All right, there we go. Oh. It's crazy how little attention CEO gets on YouTube. He makes informative content and is likable. Sometimes I think if you are too nice and realistic, people. That is exactly right. If you are too nice, you have to be controversial on YouTube. You have to have flasks of Jack Daniels on your desk, and you have to just smack them on the ground. Make really loud noises like that when your kids are trying to sleep. You got to just be a total douchebag. Just grab things, just throw them. That's what you got to do to get the subs. You know what I mean? Subscribe and I'll throw stuff. Okay? Okay, people? Also, you got to call everybody a douche. Like, who do I think is a douche? Let's see. Vegan Gains is a douche. PewDiePie's a douche. Everybody's a douche. Every big YouTuber, I think, is an idiot. All right? They're all losers. I'm going to make diss tracks on all of them. And basically, controversy coming soon. Subscribe for some of that drama. All sorts of drama coming. But for now, I'm going to watch basketball. I hate everybody except my viewers. So hit subscribe. Everybody else, I'm going to tell off. LeBron, too. LeBron is a douche. That's right. That's right, Haley. Haley? I don't know. But I'm going to make all sorts of videos. Is LeBron a douche or not? Question mark. And then you're going to have to click to find out if he's a douche or not. And then the video is just going to be me going, yes. That's the whole video. And then you're going to go, oh, I'm leaving a comment. He's not a douche. I don't think he's a douche. So that's how YouTube works. You can't just be a good YouTuber. You can't just say good things and be likable. You have to like make question mark titles. Click to find out the answer to, is water going to kill you? Is water harmful? I don't know. Let me find out. I can't even see what that emoji is. It looks so weird on this. iPad's from like 1901, when iPads weren't even created. I can't even tell what emojis are. I see question marks as emojis, but then this one, the one before the lips there looks like a vacuum cleaner. It looks like a bag of popcorn. I don't even know what the hell that is. This iPad is garbage. Who's the douche of the commissioners of the NBA? I have no idea. What about the Shark Tank guy over there? He's a douche. The owner of the I can't think of names right now, man. My brain is tarded. You know what I'm talking about. That guy's kind of douchey. Fuck, I can't think of his name. Why can't I think of his name? It's such a I've only heard his name 70 billion times. It's all colors of middle fingers. That's his name. One of the teens said Creed gives her Nickelback vibes. What the fuck? Mark Cuban. Mega douche. Yeah. Yeah, Mark Cuban's always like, what's the weird thing about like the Dragons, not Dragon's Den. Like Dragon's Den's the Canadian Shark Tank, where they had like Kevin O'Leary, they had that other guy. But they never had Mark Cuban, and then they never had the FUBU guy, right? And so they when they do Shark Tank, it's like everybody looks over to Mark Cuban, like they all go first, and then they look over to Mark Cuban, like, oh, what's he gonna say? Everybody, like, cause he's the king of money. He knows everything. Let's look at Mark Cuban. Like, what makes this guy so great? Like, he's got a little bit more millions than you. Oh, let's look at him. I wonder how much. Who's got the most money on? Does he have the most money on Shark Tank? I mean, that's got to be why they all look up to him. Who's the richest on Shark Tank? It's got to be Cuban. There's that CBS lady. She's got to have a lot of money. Who's the richest on Shark Tank Australia? There's a Shark Tank Australian? He's not even Cuban. Mark Cuban who has the most. Oh, he's got the most money by far. Okay, that's why they all look up to him. I see. I figured it out now. Mark Cuban's got 3.7 billion, and then the second person in line is Kevin O'Leary, and he's only got 400 million. So he's not even close. They're all not even close to Cuban. Oh, and the CBS lady's number 5. It goes Mark Cuban, Kevin O'Leary second, Damon John, and then Robert. But they all have 400 million or less compared to Mark Cuban, who's got 3.7 billion. That's why they're all like, let's look at the billionaire. I see now. But he is a douche. That's why he's also the mega douche, though. He's the douchiest one because that's how it is. The more money you got, the more douchiness comes with the money, right? More money, more problems. More money, more douchiness. That's how the song should go. It's like the more money we come across, the more douchey you seem. Remix! Second quarter, Mavs 26, Warriors 22. I should want Kaylee. I was about to call you Kaylee. Kay. I'm not gonna watch teams react. It'll ruin my buzz, man. It'll ruin my whole vibe. Alright, man. Everybody subscribe to this channel. We are not douchebags over here, I swear. I swear. If you guys haven't seen my videos on my homepage, man, check them out, bro. Cause they're good. We're banana maniacs. Dun 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 dun. Bananiac should have that theme song on his channel. Banana maniacs. We hang out with Dr. Gregor. All right, man. Go Warriors. Let's go. There's a live stream on Facebook with some guy called, it says they're fighting at Walmart. They're fighting at Walmart is now live. I missed it, man. End the stream so I could go back and watch the fighting at Walmart. This is some guy who works at Walmart. He's doing a stream called "They're Fighting at Walmart" and he's laughing with his working vest on. I should go get a job at Walmart, pushing carts. You get to see all sorts of interesting characters all day. Go apply at Walmart. I need to go work with that guy. You think I'm joking? I'll be at Walmart tomorrow with my resume. Oh, that's weird. Well, it makes sense. People, if you're not on stream, it's for Streamlabs. That AY Doctor was saying Dr. Gregor is an organic industry shield. That guy's ridiculous. But even if he's like, oh, he's an organic industry shield, every other plant-based doctor says that as well. So yeah, it's a giant conspiracy, right? It's a big conspiracy. Every doctor says it's the healthiest. They're all wrong except for the guy who just became an MD yesterday and never went to nutrition school. He knows. He knows more. Okay? Oh man, imagine I worked at Walmart and I did streams from Walmart all the time. And then they see your channel. Hey, what the hell? This guy's walking around streaming? Yeah. I used to work in a store like Walmart, but it was the Canadian version. It was called the Great Canadian Superstore. And I used to work in the leisure department, which is basically seasonal stuff. So it'd have like barbecues and hockey sticks and sports equipment, whatever season, Halloween stuff, Christmas, whatever it is. But then it would have toys and stationery. So I just basically stocked toys all day and just like played with toys. Like, oh, look at this, Power Ranger. Like, I don't know. And then like when toys would go on sale, there'd be like a Simpsons chessboard or something, and they're like, oh, we're getting rid of this for $1. I'm like, mine, employees discount as well. And then that was like a decent job because I remember I had benefits and I was like in a union and all this stuff, and I was basically like doing nothing all day. I would just walk around, and I that's when I pulled my first hernia. Was I worked in a warehouse called Western Grocers, which was the same company as the Superstore. So I would drive around half the day, this awesome like pallet jack, the motorized one, and you just drive it around and you throw boxes on the pallet, and then you just wrap them all up with saran wrap, and then you back it up and just drop it off on the truck, and then you just go get a new order and you do it again. And I would do that, and then I had to lift up this big stack of chairs onto the pallet, and it was like a stack like 30 chairs high. It was just ridiculous. And I pulled a hernia doing it, and then I got like, I was still working, so I got like, I forget what it's called, like lesser duties or whatever it's called, right? And then they were like, oh, well, you just deal with customers. Like, you don't have to stock anything. You don't have to lift anything, because I had doctor's orders, because I couldn't get surgery for like a year. There was like no, it wasn't like this where I could go to Toronto and get hernia surgery done like that. It was like you have to wait a whole year for some Thunder Bay guy to do it. And so they're like, oh, you just got to, just walk around and help customers. So if there's no customers, I'd literally just do nothing, and I'd just be walking around playing with toys and stuff. It was like the funniest job. Suns and Thunder are tied at 11 right now. Oh, look at that stuff on the Dallas Golden State here. Pretty close game, 34-33. Population of Thunder Bay is about 100,000, a little bit over 100,000, so pretty small. Pretty small. It's not small, but it seems small because Thunder Bay is so spread out. Like it's a super big city with a average population, so it doesn't seem like there's lots of people. Like downtown is like hardly anybody there. You herniated your disc sneezing. You know what? Some old lady, she had an umbilical hernia, and I think at the time when I went to see my doctor, I don't know if it's true anymore, maybe there's more people, but he said the type of hernia you got like on your belly button, he said only one person has ever died from it, and it was an old lady who was like 85 or something, and she sneezed and all of her guts shot out of her belly button. Like, oh, this is crazy. Imagine all your guts just fly out of your belly button after you sneeze, Jimmy. That's like the worst way to die. I don't know if it's the worst, but that would be like, oh my God. Oh, my guts just fell out. Just from a sneeze. Uh, but yeah, you can get a hernia from sneezing. You can get a hernia from taking a dump. You can get a hernia from all sorts of things. On a scale from 1 to 10, how difficult is raising a child? Well, it depends. I mean, you gave me a scale, but depends what you mean by difficult. Like now you got to scale the word difficult. What does difficult mean? Define difficult. I had bad back pain for years till I went vegan. I think it was constipated. Yeah, or maybe you had like some clogged blood vessels there from saturated fats. Mentally draining. Huh. You know what I think? I think you could your body could basically handle any type of like almost I'm gonna say almost any type of thing in your day as long as you just get enough sleep. So if you're just responsible enough to be like, okay, I'm overtired and it's 8 o'clock. I got to get up tomorrow at 7, take Kaylee to school or whatever. I should get like a full night's sleep tonight. Most people don't do that. They'll be like, oh, I'm going to stay up all night playing video games or drinking or whatever it is. They don't take the time like here and there to be like, I need like a whole night's sleep. So that's where they screw up. You got to get enough sleep to deal with something. But other than that, like if you exercise and eat, you can deal with kids and stuff like that. It's up to you to be a. It's up to you to have like the structure. Like it's kind of like like discipline. It's like you're. It's up to you to create structure. So if you don't create structure and there's chaos, it's your own fault. It's your own fault if there's craziness. If there's craziness going around, kids are screaming, and they're taking advantage of you because you haven't enforced any structure in the house, then it's your own fault, and then you probably deserve the mental discomfort, right? But it's fun hanging out with Kaylee. I would go swimming with her. I just went to go see a movie with her last night, and we went out today to a Christmas parade and to the mall to get her face painted, see Santa and stuff, and it was all fun. It's not like difficult at all, right? It's just a lot of it. It's time consuming, so you better not have anything to do, right? Because you got to get up, whether you like it or not. You have to get up at school time every day, whether you're going to work or school or not, and bring your kid to school, right? And then you have to pick them up from school, and then you got to make them 3 meals a day. You got to brush their teeth. You got to do all that type of stuff. That's time consuming. That's all it is. And then you just get used to it, though. You doubt you. I mean, if I was to say I doubt I'm gonna do something 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, like you have no idea what you want to do even 1 year from now with your life. You know. It feels so sorry for my parents, but that's what I mean. Maybe your parents didn't have enough like structure, like they didn't discipline you enough, or they did it in like the wrong ways or something like that. And they just did it in the ways that they were taught as a kid, and maybe they were nutballs as a kid, so it's kind of like a cycle, right? If they were wild as a kid and their parents did this certain thing, like go to your room, take a time out, then you do the same thing, and your parents do the same thing, and whatever. And also I know like guys and girls totally different, right? Like I have a 5-year-old girl, and if I look at a 5-year-old guy, he's going around being destructive and like fighting other kids and doing, and the girls are way more well behaved unless they're whiners, unless they're really, and they could be liars and whiners, and then it's like really annoying. But luckily, she's not either one of those. But yeah, guys are like rough and like break things, and like I remember as a kid, me and my friend would just like we go to his house, we put on hockey helmets and then hockey mitts, and then we just have boxing fights. We used to call it Rage in the Cage because like the helmet's like a cage, right? So you just call it Rage in the Cage, and we would just always break his mom's stuff like all the time. She had like really expensive vases and stuff, and we'd smash them. And it's like, okay, it's a little bit of, and then she'd be yelling at him. It's like maybe we should stop after like 20 times. But yeah, guys are just idiots. You would never see girls do that. Just throw on hockey helmets and break things. They could have been antinatalists. That's true. All right. They fighting at Walmart, y'all. This guy's still live laughing. Oh no, this is old. Oh, he's done. He's done filming. Oh, they didn't. You didn't show them fighting at Walmart though. What the hell? It's just him laughing about it. That's not. Show them fighting. I heard when you're in your late 20s, baby fever kicks in. You know what I heard, which I think is like pretty accurate. If you meet somebody, say like when you're like when I met somebody I was in high school, right? Like you could be like, oh, fall in love with the first person you meet, and like that's the only person you're ever with, right? And that happens, you know, people fall in love with their first, you know, they're a virgin, and then all of a sudden they're married. But then most of the time it's like if you meet somebody in high school, like it's about 3 years, and you kind of like go different directions. And that happened to me twice. I dated a girl for 3 years in high school, and then about a year later, I dated another girl for 3 years. But then at the 3 year mark, you're kind of like, yeah, you could kind of tell if it's like gonna go somewhere or not. It's like, and then I saw like some science on it. There's like the 3 year rule or something, where you kind of figure out after most people figure out after 3 years whether or not like you're compatible for the rest of your life. I don't know, man. Look into it. 3 years. I always went to the neighbor and smashed his toys. I remember too when I was a kid, I would go to my 2 houses down. There was a guy. His name was Dan, and we would like pillow fights, right? You wouldn't fight with pillows though. We would fight with like the big couch cushions. So it'd be like you grab the whole sofa cushion and you like smack each other, but then like those are like super hard, right? And they have this zipper on the side, so you'd just be getting scratched in the face with the zipper and stuff. It was stupid. And then somebody would always cry, right? Because you're just getting a concussion. Somebody's on the ground just getting beat with a giant couch cushion. And we had one of those barn things where the cow and a sheep come out and make noises and drop a huge rock on it. What? It was moving and oinking like a year out there. You dropped a huge rock on what? One of those barn things. I don't even know what you're talking. I've never seen one of those things, like the cage or whatever, where they come out, the chute. I was a pretty dumb kid when it came to like not respecting animals and stuff. I remember I threw an apple one time and it hit a seagull, and I don't know if I was intentionally trying to hit the seagull or not, because you never actually think like, oh, I'm gonna throw this apple and it's gonna hit the seagull. You think, oh, there's like you're with your friends or whatever, seagulls flying, and you're like, haha, and you just throw an apple, and then you're like, oh, goddamn, and just nailed the seagull with an apple, and then you like feel bad afterwards. But like you think, well, I probably shouldn't have done that in the first place, you know. So I do feel bad. I still feel bad about that to this day, hitting a seagull with an apple. But I did see it, and I saw another guy who killed a squirrel with an apple one time. Wasn't me though, but yeah, apples, dangerous weapons. That was like the, you know, I guarantee, like back in the day, when people didn't have baseballs and like softballs, like it's pretty hard to play catch with a big rock. You know, you're gonna hurt yourself. People probably play catch with apples and stuff, because you could just grab an apple and be like, ah, you know, not gonna hurt your hands. If you got enough apples, you don't care. Or oranges, maybe. Oranges, you could throw those around. They got a hard shell. (46-44), Dallas Golden State. 3 minutes left in the second. Threw a stick once, and a bird was there, and it bounced off the bird. I didn't even know it was there until it happened. Felt like shit. Yeah, you feel bad afterwards. You're like, oh goddamn, I shouldn't have. You know, there's a girl I remember too in my class in grade 7. Somebody threw a softball at her, like she was on first base, and she was like, you know, like a really like academic type of girl who never played sports, and she got smoked right in the face. It was either baseball or softball, and she had to get like reconstructive, like you know, like a cheekbone surgery or whatever. And it's like, god damn. Like, so you see things like that, and you're like, you know, be nice to girls and animals. Like, don't throw stuff at them too hard. Okay. It wasn't me that threw the ball, but it's like you see it happen, and you're like, oh snap. It's like a toy barnyard thing. You press. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah. Okay. I see. Yeah. There's one at the camp that I always go to that like makes all different bird calls and stuff. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I also remember going to people's houses and just terrorizing them when I was having sleepovers at their house, and then they would kick me out, and then my parents would have to come pick me up. I always remember doing that too. I remember telling, like, you know, kids would be like, you know, you have the big pull-out couch, and they're like, oh, you're going to sleep over there, and I'm going to sleep over here. And you're like, and I always say stuff to them, and I'm like, you know, in my sleep, sometimes I yell. I'll be like, sometimes I kick too. My parents say I kick in the middle of my sleep, so watch out. I might start kicking you. Right, and the kid would be all worried and stuff, and then and then he'd be like, he'd go sleep upstairs or something, and like never ask me to sleep over again. And then like the next person's house, I'd go there and I'd be like, hey, you have a phone there? We should dial like 911 or whatever. We should call the operator. And then I just like, and then he'd be like, no, I get in trouble. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And then they'd go tell their mom, and then I get kicked out or something. I do stuff like that. I just be an idiot. And then also that happened a lot. Like people just would be like, "I'm going to sleep over at your house," and then they'd always end up getting picked up, and then never sleep over. Maybe I'm just a douche. Me and Mark Cuban are douchebags. What's the economy like in Canada? I don't know. I got this beautiful desk. Look at this high-tech watching device that I have. James is always ready. I got some bananas. What else do I need? Economy is good. I remember calling the operator once as a kid too. Like you just dial 0 or whatever, and then ring, and then she'd pick up hello, and then I'd be like, hi. I have like a high-pitched 10-year-old voice. I'd be like, hi. this is Mary, and I'm looking for my sheep. The operator could tell that you're like 10 years old, and then be like, haha, yeah, that's funny. That's real funny, or whatever. And then I call back, and then I'd be like, it's this blah blah blah, or some other thing or whatever. And they'd be like, okay, that's enough. All right, stop calling. Like, don't call anymore. Like nowadays, they probably like have the cops go to your house or something, right? Like when they fall asleep, or no, I just mess with kids in general. I don't know why. I was just a jerk. I was the first kid in my JK class to get sent to the principal's office. I remember that. Nowadays, you'd probably get labeled with like ADHD or something, right? Be like, you put him on drugs. And then I remember one time some kid tackled me at recess, and he was like sitting on me, and he had me like a rear naked choke type of thing, right? And I just went like this, and I went on down on his arm, and I bit so hard into his arm that it was like bleeding everywhere, and then he was like screaming and crying, and he had to go to the principal's office, and I think he had to get stitches, I'm not sure, but it was just gnarly looking. And I think I got in big trouble for that one, but not so much because it was like his fault for like sitting on me or whatever, right? And then we're not really, like, there was like bad supervision from teachers, like they weren't really watching, so I didn't get in much trouble for that one. But then there was another one where I got suspended for where some kid was playing this game called Cat's Cradle, the string or whatever, you know that game? And then he put he had the string like around his neck for whatever, he put it around his neck, and then I was like, and I just grabbed it, and I was like pretending to like choke him with it or something. Just being an ass. And it left like a big, like rope burn along his, like around his neck, like it was almost bleeding, like it was just burnt from me like pulling on the string. And then he like punched me in the head, and then I had like my lock in my hand because I was gonna put it in my locker, and so I smacked him in the head with the lock in my hand, and then I got like suspended from school for that one, or I got an indoor suspension. I think I had like a 2 or 3 day indoor suspension where I just had to sit in the library by myself. I was a good kid. I also got arrested. I think the same year I got arrested for shoplifting. During lunchtime, I went to a convenience store, took a chocolate bar and some other stuff. And the cop picked me up, drove me back to my school, and my dad was a teacher there. And then I had to sit in the principal's office with the cop, the principal, and my dad, and they were all like lecturing me at once, and I was just like, this is the worst. This is the worst day of my life. But yeah, good times, man. I graduated. I'm a real person. Watch Pretty Boy Fredo blasting it. I already watched that, man. I already watched 3 of those videos. I was a biter, yeah. Well, the guy was bigger than me, man. We became friends later on, too. His name's Derek. Shout out to Derek. You know, Derek was actually a good guy. I don't know why he sat on me that one time, but I remember one time in class, right? You remember those micro machines? I don't know if they still have them, but they're like cars that are like this big. They're tiny little toy cars called micro machines. And this guy brought a bunch to school, and they were like brand new, like when I was like in grade 1 or something like that. I was like, I'd never seen micro machines before, and I was like, oh my god, I was like jealous. And he had a whole bunch of them, and so I just took one. I was like, I'm gonna take one because they were at his desk, and I was playing with it at recess because I took it, and I was like, I not only took it, but I was like, I'm so excited that I have to play with it now. So I'm playing with it at school, and then Derek caught me playing with it, and he's like, that's John's or some other guy or whatever, whoever it was. He's like, that's John's micro machine. He's like, give that back to me. I was like, damn it. He's going to tell John. And then, you know what happened is the class started, and the teacher is like teaching the lesson, and he goes, hold up. He's like, I have something to say. He's like, John, I found this Micro Machine outside at recess, and he's like, somebody took it. But then he didn't say me, and I was like, nice. Thank you, Derek. You didn't snitch. So shout out to Derek. Still, I remember weird things like that. Mike Tyson has been vegan for like 8 years or something now. I heard he quit though. I remember a video where he was mad at vegans because they were criticizing him because he was doing a whole bunch of stuff that wasn't vegan. And I watched a video a couple of years ago where I saw a video where he did a Migos Cribs interview or something. Him and Migos were walking through his house. It looked like he was wearing a leather jacket, but I could be wrong. But then he has like this giant like pigeon coop thing going on in his house. That doesn't look very vegan. But I don't know. I heard he quit or something. I don't know. A lot of weird stuff going on with that guy. He said that eating meat was part of what made him so aggressive and crazy, the drugs and hard upbringing. I think there's that thing about being punched in the head too, and something about your frontal lobes, like if you could shut off one part that's like makes you more, what's the word, like irrational, and you'll just do things without thinking, and that's why he was going to jail all the time. And I don't know. There's that thing too. You get hit in the head enough, you're gonna have mental problems, right? Things about to get more savage than native arguing over white privilege like cocaine right down to the line of scrimmage. This ain't no game of cribbage. Pull your ribs out like you a pig in a cage. Drive through you like 100 mileage, hang you up like Jesus sacrilege. Bars. Watch Teens Donut. Friggin' K! K, I haven't made you a mod yet on this channel. I don't know if you deserve second mod privileges. Micro Machines. Yeah, I kind of remember that. I remember there was a song about Micro Machines. Micro Machines. Do you remember a game called Crossfire where you had like these gun things, and it was a board, and it was just like a whole bunch of metal ball bearings, and you would target them this way, and you try to shoot them fast into your. That was like the dumbest game, but for some reason, like I was like, oh my god, I have to get that game. You must be nearly the same age. You remember a lot of the same. Yeah, I'm 36. It's not like you to say sorry. Stop asking once you watch it. No, you won't. You said that before. You're a liar, Kate. You said just this one, and then you say, watch this one now. I know your tricks. I know your tricks, Kay. It's getting late in the evening, though. Once I get a really big channel, I'm going to start playing some video games online. I'll be like Cali Muscle. I just got to get some good video games that I actually like. I don't want to play all these games just because they're popular. Got to find good games. But then nobody will watch. That's the problem with YouTube. Like, you got to play Fortnite or nobody will watch. You got to play Call of Duty, the basic games. I can't just play, you know, Minesweeper. Okay, who do you think is smarter, a spider or a minnow? A minnow or a spider? Go. Leave your comments now, people. Who is smarter? I think Hummus Hero, you must be behind in the stream, I think, because you're talking about things I said 4 minutes ago. You already linked me to the minorities videos, Kay. I watched those. Those are lame. Some guy in an alley interviewing people at a bar. 1982, same age. April 82. You think a spiders or Kay's voted ruthless vegan? Who do you think is smarter, a spider or a minnow? Spider or minnow? Go, people. And then I'm gonna make a video. No, I'm not. A minnow? Is that even how you spell minnow? I guess it is. Looks like Mino. Minnow's 2 N's? I don't know. I don't know, man. That's a tough call. What does a minnow do in his day, really? Just goes like this, yeah. Spider's got to do a lot more, you think? Right? I don't know. It's hard to... That's a hard question. I guess there is a way to figure it out, and you measure the neurons or something in the brain or whatever. There's like... Now there's some sort of neuron measuring device. But maybe that doesn't even... What do humans really know? Nebraska won a 9-6 epic battle in college. Are you from Nebraska? Football in Nebraska would probably be huge. It's probably definitely the biggest sport in Nebraska is football. Oh, I forwarded. It's funny. Florida is the biggest football state. I've actually been to Florida. I went to Kissimmee, Florida. I haven't been many other places in the state. In the States, I've been to like into Minnesota and just the Wisconsin area and Washington State, but those are all just at the top and they're very boring. Never been to California or anything. Never been to Europe or anywhere overseas except for like Japan. And I went to Panama in Central America, but I've never been to like Africa or Europe or anywhere else in Asia. One day, man, one day, travel the world. Once I get out of college, I'm gonna backpack across Europe, man, with a bulletproof vest. All huge for football. Texas. I heard on a podcast that you could fit the entire world's population in Texas, and everybody would have room to have their own house. That's what I heard. I'm getting an autograph from you one day. Right now, man, I will write it on this can and mail it to you. Liar. Yeah, that's what I heard about Texas. I don't know if it's true. That you could fit the entire world's population in there and every family could have their own house. Saw an Elon Musk interview too where they were discussing solar energy and they said, well, there's not enough room in China to have solar panels. And he's like, yeah, there is. Yes, there is. Don't lie. and you just told them off. It's like, you're wrong. There's enough room. And then everybody was like, yeah, good answer. Good answer. She's a liar. Yeah. Elon Musk. Alaska's bigger? Yeah, but who wants to live there? Nobody wants to live there. Just like it's like the Northwest Territory. That's why Canada is so big, because it has all those Northwest Territory little islands everywhere and stuff. But nobody wants to live there. Be friggin' freezing. It's like 40, 50 below weather all the time. You never have summer. If they create like some sort of like artificial environment, like a dome, like that movie The Island or Logan's Run, then you could live there. Until then, no thanks. Pretty cold today. I think today was like negative 16. Pretty cold today. Negative 16 Celsius. Jose Cuervo. Yeah, Thunder Bay. Thunder Bay has been known to be like negative 40 a lot. It's really weird, because it'll be like negative 40 degrees Celsius, but then in the summer go up to like 20, 25 or something. So it's like all the way up to like a range of 65 degrees Celsius. So you're like freezing in the winter, and then you're getting fried, sunburnt in the summer. You never know what to wear, because it's like snowing, and then it's hot, and then it's raining, and then it's all over the place. It could be snowing, raining, hot, and cold all in one day. And you're like, what the hell? How the hell do I dress my kids for school here? It's negative 30. Yeah, you're from Canada. Feels like negative 20. Good times, good times. I did my first shoveling. Shoveled my mother's driveway yesterday. First shoveling of the winter. Won't be my last. College kids eat Impossible Burger is interesting? I doubt it. They're probably like, oh, this is good. That's probably what they do, right? Oh, this tastes good. My mom just texted me saying, do I have power? I do have power. I have all the power. Obviously, my mom is not watching the live stream then. I also have Wi-Fi right now, which is good, because I need Wi-Fi. Much slower traffic than usual. Okay. Canada is right across Lake Erie from me. I'm not on the Lake Erie part. I am on Thunder Bay is directly on Lake Superior. Like I could drive about 10 minutes that way, and then I could go touch Lake Superior. And that's always cold. Do they have Tide Pods on those burgers? I was having a discussion with my mom last night about something about how people are easily influenced by the news, and then she brought up Tide Pods. She's like, yeah, look at those kids with the Tide Pods. Tide Pods might not be vegan, though. I don't know. I haven't looked into it. I'm sure they are, though. I don't think I've seen much laundry soap that's not vegan. I know a lot of bar soap could be non-vegan because they have tallow in it, and shampoos. I heard them big waves supposed to hit Newfies, 100-foot water waves or something. Really? That sucks. I have some relatives in, what is it, New Brunswick area? That would be a shame. All the bad stuff happens on the coast, though, if you notice that, right? Like all the hurricanes and tornadoes and everything, floods, all that stuff's happening. You know, droughts even. It was like California, Florida, you know, in the States, and then, you know, East Coast, West Coast, Canada. Anywhere where there's like ocean, you know, live in the middle of that. Thunder Bay is like perfect spot. Thunder Bay is higher on an elevation, right? So there's not going to be there has been flooding here, right? But it's not like what's that one place that that Juvenile and Lil Wayne are from, Magnolia Projects. It's not like that where they got flooded. But yeah, Thunder Bay, we don't have earthquakes, we don't have tornadoes, we don't have anything. It's just cold. If you can deal with it being cold, like, you're fine. There's nothing. There's occasionally it rains too much and people's basements will get flooded. If you don't have proper weeping tile, your basement could be damaged. That's the only thing that happens in Thunder Bay. Do I like R&B? If so, you might like my first bid. If not, then you're a hater. You're not a hater, right? I do like some R&B, but oh, never mind. Oh, I was supposed to text my landlord about something about the water meter too. Damn it! I forgot, man. I forgot. Okay, I'll try to remember tomorrow. Texted me like 5 days ago. Hey, text these guys about the water meter, and I forgot. I do like some R&B though. I'm not like fully into R&B, but I like the stuff where it's like kind of R&B, but it's not. It's got like some rap in it, which is a lot of R&B songs. Like say for instance, I think Kay brought this up. She was like, "Remember this song?" It's like I forget the artist, but it's like I don't want to know if you're playing me, keep it on the low. I can't sing, that's why I don't listen to R&B, because I just sound horrible trying to sing it. But like stuff like that's okay. But there's like there's a song called I'll turn you on to some dope R&B right now, man. Look up Bless. Let me see if here's. Let me make sure it's on YouTube first before I tell you to look it up. Okay. Okay. Maybe it's not even on YouTube. Let me see. It's not even on YouTube. Oh, there it is. Posted 9 years ago, only has 752 views. So how could that be? It's so fire. It is so fire, bro. Let me see if I could post a link in the comments here. I don't even know if I could do that. Let me try. I don't even think I'm a mod on this channel. I don't know if I can do that. Oh, there it is. There's a good R&B song right there. It's called Schemin'. Schemin'. All right. The Vegan Panda. But yeah, there's tons of good R&B songs. Like there's one with Who's that new rapper there? It's always like it'll be like I'll listen to a rap album and then like one or two songs in the middle of it will be like R&B and there'll be like one that's like really good. But usually I don't like listen to like R&B artists. Like I'm not listening to like Future or something. Um, let's see. I'll post another one right here. These two songs are fire. There's another one. Hater. Oh, I didn't look at your channel yet. I apologize. Let me look at your channel. You don't have any content on your channel. I can't see anything on you. It says no. It says this channel does not have any content. Who has lit their farts on fire? I don't think. I ever. Maybe I did try or something. I don't know. I can't even remember. But never been successful. But I have seen YouTubers successfully do it, and I've seen. But then I've also heard stories about how the fire can get sucked back into your butthole and like really hurt you. So I stayed away from that. Oh, vid's not done yet. Well, let me know. Let me know. There was a guy that was just on YouTube. I forget his name, but he was a big YouTuber that was on steroids, right? And then he just got off steroids, and now he's telling like his whole steroid story, and he's like everybody, you know, who you think is not on steroids, it probably is, and he's like, I know because I do YouTube videos with all of them and all this stuff, right? And he's throwing all these people under the bus, and then I noticed in the comments somebody was like, oh, I like your music, it's pretty good or something. I listened to it. It's all auto-tuned, but it sounds like pretty cool R&B. Raise hell and eat cornbread. Is cornbread vegan? I can't remember having corn. I think I've only had cornbread like twice in my life. And I never looked at the ingredients of cornbread. Let me find this guy's name though. I'll link another song here. You tell me. You will. You tell me if this is not fire. Let me see here. This week. Okay. Oh, his name's Remington James. Remington James. Maybe this is garbage and I haven't listened to it enough. I gave it one, there it is. Let me see. I gave it one Ryan Upchurch. Like, you mean his songs? He has songs? Shout out to Helen Rose. Shout out to Pino over here as well. But give that song a listen to as well. I thought that was it's pretty decent for just some random YouTuber guy making it. But yeah, not too many R&B songs I'm like, oh, this is amazing. But when I do find one, it's kind of like, they're all three of those I just posted are kind of similar. Keith Sweat. Kissed by that counts as R&B? I thought that'd be more like, I don't know, maybe I just thought that was like soul or some kind of other type of singing. I thought R&B was more like had a good like beat, like a good beat behind it. You know? Like somebody engineered a beat. Kissed by a Rose seems like it's like piano, you know? Ah! All right, guys, I'm gonna end this stream anyways. I gotta call this person back, whoever it was, and thanks y'all for watching. I'll be back on tomorrow to do some more live streaming tomorrow. Everybody subscribe to the channel who's new, and shout out to all y'all. Merry Christmas. Peace and love, y'all. Thanks. Shout out to Brain Inside Ahead too as well for the super chats and Palino and Grinding in the Shadows. Peace out, everybody.